David Beckham's 4 kids are officially adults, and they're nothing like the little soccer-loving, paparazzi-chasing kids we once knew. Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper have grown into their own personalities, ambitions, and fame, each charting a path that's uniquely theirs. From creative projects to fashion statements, the Beckham's next generation is rewriting what it means to grow up in the spotlight. Here's a look at where they are in 2025 and how far they've come. Brooklyn, Joseph Beckham. Brooklyn Joseph Beckham's birth marked the beginning of a new chapter for the A-list couple, who were already in the public eye due to David's rising fame in football and Victoria's success as a Spice Girl and fashion icon. Intriguingly, Brooklyn's middle name and the place-based choice of Brooklyn was inspired by the fact that Victoria discovered she was pregnant while visiting the eponymous New York borough. The moniker, unusual for British ears at the time, would foreshadow the global lifestyle that awaited the young Beckham, straddling both British roots and a distinctly international upbringing. Though his name had an American flair, Brooklyn was largely raised in the pastoral surroundings of Oxfordshire, a choice that reflected his parents' desire to provide him with a grounded upbringing despite their celebrity status. His formative years included a mixture of normalcy and extraordinary exposure. While he attended local schools and spent time in the countryside, the Beckham family's global fame meant that international travel and high-profile events were a part of life from a young age. David's football career necessitated frequent moves and overseas commitments, and Brooklyn often accompanied his parents on trips to Paris, Los Angeles, and beyond, giving him a first-hand glimpse of the pressures and privileges of a high-profile lifestyle. Despite this exposure, David and Victoria were determined to instill humility and a strong work ethic in their eldest son. In his teenage years, Brooklyn worked at a West London cafe, a deliberate choice by his parents to introduce him to ordinary life outside the bubble of celebrity. One of the first times when we were walking out of the football stadium, I wasn't asleep the one time. I was like, why is everyone screaming at my dad, happy, asking for photos? That was the moment I was like, oh, okay, Brooklyn recounted in a 2022 interview with Variety. This early experience in the public eye helped him develop a nuanced understanding of fame and its impact, a lesson that would inform many of his later career and personal choices. While the expectation might have been for Brooklyn to follow in his father's footsteps, joining the ranks of professional footballers, he charted his own course. After joining Arsenal FC Academy, he departed in 2015, opting not to pursue football as a career. This decision marked a pivotal moment in his young life, highlighting his desire to explore creative fields rather than athletic pursuits. Brooklyn's path since has exemplified the modern multi-hyphenate, blending modeling, photography, acting, and even culinary experimentation. Brooklyn's early forays into the fashion world were met with considerable attention. He appeared in campaigns for high-profile brands like Burberry and Superdry and graced the covers of international publications such as Vogue China and Miss Vogue. While these opportunities were facilitated in part by his family's status, Brooklyn's commitment to photography and his unique creative vision quickly earned him recognition in his own right. His brief stint at New York's Parsons School of Design allowed him to refine his artistic sensibilities before he ultimately struck out independently as a photographer, developing a portfolio that showcased his eye for composition, lighting, and storytelling. Over the years, his work has included portraits, editorial shoots, and collaborations with fashion magazines and emerging brands. Brooklyn's personal life has similarly attracted media attention, reflecting the celebrity ecosystem in which he was raised. Before marrying American actress Nicola Peltz in 2022, he was linked romantically with several high-profile figures, including Chloe Grace Moretz, model Lexi Wood, and singer Madison Beer. His marriage to Peltz was a highly publicized affair, with a lavish wedding ceremony held in Palm Beach, Florida, attended by dozens of A-list guests, including, naturally, his proud parents. The ceremony was not only a reflection of Brooklyn and Nicola's personal tastes, but also a symbol of their position within the broader network of celebrity families and socialites. However, despite the opulence and attention surrounding their wedding, Brooklyn and Nicola have maintained a surprisingly independent approach to their family relationships. Reports indicate that the couple have been somewhat distant from the wider Beckham clan, leading to notable absences from key family events. For instance, they did not attend David Beckham's 50th birthday celebration, an event that drew significant public and media interest. In 2025, the couple hosted a vow renewal ceremony, yet neither David nor Victoria was present, highlighting a shift in family dynamics and Brooklyn's desire to carve out a separate identity from the gravitational pull of his famous parents. Professionally, Brooklyn continues to explore and diversify his pursuits. In photography, he has developed a style that balances the glamour of celebrity imagery with authentic, narrative-driven compositions, often reflecting intimate moments rather than staged glamour. His modeling career, though less intensive in recent years, remains an integral part of his brand, linking him to high-profile fashion houses and campaigns. Beyond the visual arts, Brooklyn has dabbled in acting, with small roles that allowed him to experiment with performance and storytelling, and in cooking, where he has shared glimpses of his culinary creativity on social media platforms, engaging fans with yet another dimension of his multifaceted persona. Despite the layers of fame, wealth, and creativity surrounding him, Brooklyn has spoken candidly about his upbringing, revealing a nuanced perspective on the challenges and privileges of growing up in the Beckham orbit. He has acknowledged the pressures of public scrutiny while expressing gratitude for the opportunities afforded by his parents' careers. In interviews, Brooklyn emphasizes his determination to define success on his own terms, navigating a path that balances professional ambition with personal authenticity. By 2025, Brooklyn Joseph Beckham has firmly established himself as more than David and Victoria Beckham's son. He represents a generation of young creatives who straddle multiple fields, fashion, photography, and lifestyle, while negotiating the realities of inherited fame. His journey underscores a commitment to both personal growth and artistic exploration, blending inherited privilege with self-determined achievement. Romeo James Beckham. Romeo James Beckham's arrival further cemented the Beckham family's position in the public eye, as media and fans alike followed the lives of the football icon and fashion designer turned pop culture phenomenon. While his name immediately evokes the tragic Shakespearean lover Romeo from Romeo and Juliet, the Beckhams have consistently clarified that their choice was less literary homage than simple personal preference. They simply liked the name, a choice that proved both distinctive and memorable, perfectly suited for a family accustomed to global attention. Romeo's early childhood was marked by both ordinary family joys and unusual challenges. From a young age, he faced serious health struggles, spending multiple periods in hospital. In time, his parents revealed that he had been diagnosed with epilepsy, a condition characterized by seizures that can be triggered by certain stimuli, including flashing lights. This diagnosis had a direct impact on the family's approach to public life. In a rare act of protective intervention, photographers and paparazzi largely refrained from taking photos of young Romeo once the news became public, recognizing the potential danger posed by uncontrolled camera flashes. Today, Romeo manages his condition with medication, a routine that has allowed him to lead a largely normal life while pursuing his passions. Physically, Romeo is often noted for his striking resemblance to his father. From the chiseled jawline and high cheekbones to the mischievous smile, he carries the Beckham genes with an unmistakable confidence. Even in childhood, fans and media observers remarked on the uncanny family likeness, particularly when the Beckhams appeared together in public events or family photos. Like his older brother Brooklyn, Romeo's appearance and charisma naturally lent themselves to the world of modeling, a path he has pursued with increasing success in recent years. Romeo's modeling career began early, with appearances in high-profile campaigns such as Burberry Kids and a feature on the cover of L'Uomo Vogue. These early ventures offered glimpses of his potential as a fashion icon, blending youthful energy with the polished elegance for which the Beckham family has long been known. While these campaigns highlighted his aesthetic appeal, Romeo's early life was not confined to the fashion world. He also inherited a passion for football from his father, which would guide much of his formative years. At just 13 years old, Romeo joined the Arsenal FC Academy, following in David Beckham's iconic footsteps as a young athlete in England's premier football institutions. His early debut illustrated both his natural talent and the rigorous training ethic instilled by his parents. Yet despite his potential, Romeo's relationship with football has been marked by periods of pause and re-evaluation. He took a break from the sport in his mid-teens before returning at 19 with Fort Lauderdale CF, demonstrating both skill and a willingness to explore professional opportunities abroad. Nevertheless, by 2024, Romeo made the pivotal decision to step away from his Premier League club, signaling a full transition from the pitch to the runway and fashion studios, a move that echoed his mother Victoria's own career as a designer and model. Romeo's entry into professional modeling was formalized with his signing to Safe Management, a prestigious Paris-based agency. Since then, his career has flourished, with campaigns for global fashion houses such as Saint Laurent and Balenciaga, firmly establishing him as one of the rising faces of contemporary fashion. His work often blends the athleticism inherited from his footballing days with the sophistication and elegance that has long defined the Beckham brand. Beyond the professional sphere, Victoria Beckham has publicly celebrated her son's achievements. For his 21st birthday in 2023, she posted a heartfelt Instagram tribute, calling Romeo the sweetest, kindest, and most generous soul, a description that encapsulates both his personal and professional ethos. While Romeo's career has taken off, his personal life has equally captured public interest, particularly his romantic relationships. He began dating British model Mia Regan, often referred to as his childhood sweetheart, in a relationship that lasted 5 years and drew media attention for the couple's chemistry and youthful glamour. After their split, Romeo entered a relationship with fellow model and DJ Kim Turnbull, though the duo parted ways in June 2025. These high-profile romances reflect both Romeo's growing independence and the challenges of dating in the spotlight, a reality that has long been familiar to the Beckham family. Despite the fame, health challenges, and public scrutiny, Romeo's trajectory reflects a balance between inherited privilege and personal ambition. He has demonstrated an ability to navigate two worlds simultaneously: the athletic rigor of professional football and the creative demands of international modeling. His journey also underscores the Beckham family ethos of fostering individuality. Like his older brother Brooklyn, Romeo has shown a commitment to forging his own identity while honoring the legacy of his famous parents. Cruz David Beckham. Cruz David Beckham, the third child of David and Victoria Beckham, was born on February 20th, 2005 in Madrid, Spain. At the time, his father was at the height of his career playing for Real Madrid, making Spain his family's temporary home. While his middle name, David, follows the straightforward tradition of honoring his father, the story behind his first name is far more playful and revealing of his parents' sense of humor and pop culture awareness. According to Grant Wall's 2009 book, The Beckham Experiment, David and Victoria were inspired by none other than Hollywood A-lister Tom Cruise. I must admit, when we met Tom, I remember turning around to Victoria and saying, "Cruz is a great name, but we could spell it different," David recalled. And also, living in Spain, Cruz is spelled the way it is in Spanish. The result was a unique international name that reflected the family's globe-trotting lifestyle while nodding to celebrity culture, a hallmark of the Beckham's identity. From an early age, Cruz showed signs of being a performer, though his talents leaned more toward music than sports, setting him apart from his football-loving father and older brothers. His early life was split between Oxfordshire and Miami, providing him with a dual cultural perspective and exposure to a diverse artistic environment. Remarkably, Cruz technically made his public debut at the age of 3 during a Spice Girls concert at Madison Square Garden. a moment that hinted at his comfort with stages and crowds from the very start. The influence of Victoria's career as a singer-songwriter was unmistakable. Music flowed through the household, and Cruz quickly displayed a keen ear and natural talent. In a 2022 interview with ID, he recalled a pivotal moment when his parents realized his potential, singing along to Beyoncé's Love on Top during a car ride. "That's when they knew I had a real connection to music," Cruz reflected, highlighting the early familial encouragement that would become central to his creative development. Unlike his elder brothers, Cruz's path was never dominated by football or modeling. Instead, his energy and focus gravitated towards songwriting, recording, and honing his vocal skills. By his late teens, he had begun experimenting with original material, blending contemporary pop influences with a sensitivity reminiscent of his mother's music career. Proud father David shared an intimate glimpse into Cruz's musical process in December 2024, posting a snippet of one of his son's works in progress, a single titled For Ya Love, on Instagram. The post was met with enthusiasm from fans, signaling both public interest and the Beckham's ongoing support for Cruz's artistic ambitions. In March 2025, the Kooks frontman Luke Pritchard revealed in an interview with The Sun that he had been working with Cruz to help the young musician find his distinctive sound. "He has really good taste in music," Pritchard said, praising Cruz's innate musical sensibilities. Although Cruz is taking a measured approach to his career and is in no rush to release a debut album, industry insiders and fans alike anticipate that his name will soon become familiar on radio playlists and streaming platforms, marking the emergence of the Beckham's next generation of creative talent. Cruz's personal life has also attracted attention, though he has largely kept his relationships low profile compared to his older siblings. In 2024, he was romantically linked to Brazilian-German songwriter Jackie Apostel. Rumors of their relationship first surfaced when the pair attended London's Glastonbury Music Festival together in the summer, sharing candid moments and mutual admiration that fueled speculation. In October 2024, Cruz made the relationship Instagram official, publicly celebrating Jackie's birthday on his stories, a modern, social media-savvy way to acknowledge his partner while subtly signaling the seriousness of their connection. At 29, Apostel is a seasoned artist herself, and their shared passion for music suggests both personal and creative compatibility, hinting at a partnership that may extend beyond romance into collaborative endeavors in the future. Despite his early exposure to fame and a childhood spent amidst one of the world's most photographed families, Cruz's journey has been characterized by a balance of privilege, personal curiosity, and measured independence. While the public eye is never far from the Beckham household, Cruz has been able to explore his interests on his own terms. He embodies a new generation of celebrity children, privileged yet purposeful, raised with awareness of media attention, but encouraged to cultivate individuality and talent. Cruz's upbringing in a household steeped in both fashion and music has left a clear imprint on his personality and artistic choices. He has inherited his mother's musicality, his father's poise, and the family's broader ethos of excellence and self-expression. His dual upbringing across England, Spain, and the United States has afforded him cultural fluency and adaptability, qualities that will likely serve him well in both his artistic and personal life. Friends and collaborators describe him as thoughtful, disciplined, and naturally charismatic, qualities that distinguish him from the typical celebrity offspring and hint at his potential longevity in the creative industry. Harper 7. Beckham. Harper 7. Beckham's arrival marked a new chapter for the globally recognized family, bringing a delicate balance of femininity and vivacity to a household already defined by high-profile careers in football, fashion, and business. Harper's name, like her life, reflects both thoughtful intention and subtle symbolism. In a Facebook video later that same year, David Beckham explained the choice, linking it to his wife Victoria's admiration for Harper Lee, the celebrated author of To Kill a Mockingbird. Victoria's favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird, and the author was Harper Lee. It's a very strong, passionate book. So that is where Harper came from, he said. The addition of 7, he noted, symbolizes spiritual perfection, though many football fans couldn't help but make the connection to David's iconic jersey number during his Manchester United days. The name, like the girl herself, manages to be both literary and personal, tying together family values, aspirations, and legacy. From the very beginning, Harper's parents have been remarkably protective of her privacy, understanding the unique pressures that come from being a child of 2 world-famous figures. Unlike her older brothers, she does not have social media, a conscious decision by Victoria and David to shield her from the public scrutiny that often accompanies adolescence. Seeing how cruel people can be, yes, it really does concern me, Victoria told Vogue Australia in 2022 when discussing Harper's potential engagement with online platforms. She's at that age where her body is going to start changing, but it's about making sure that we communicate a lot as a family, and she surrounds herself with nice friends. But it is quite terrifying. I can't lie. The statement underscores the careful balance her parents strive to maintain, giving Harper normalcy and autonomy while navigating the unique challenges of celebrity parenthood. Though much of Harper's life is intentionally private, glimpses of her personality and talents have emerged through carefully curated family moments shared by her parents. Photos and videos reveal a girl who is active, confident, and playful, sharing in the athletic pursuits that have long been a hallmark of the Beckham family. She has been photographed winning a medal in judo, a testament to her dedication and competitive spirit, and kicking a soccer ball around, demonstrating she shares the athletic genes of her father, David. These activities indicate a child who is both physically capable and deeply engaged in learning new skills, a reflection of the values her parents have long espoused regarding discipline, hard work, and resilience. Beyond athletics, Harper has shown a playful and creative side, often embracing activities that allow her personality to shine. A viral TikTok posted by Victoria in May 2025 humorously captured Harper giving her father a full makeover, complete with makeup and artistic flair. The clip highlighted both Harper's sense of humor and her comfort in expressing herself creatively, a young girl navigating the world of self-expression with confidence, even under the watchful eyes of a global audience. Moments like these also emphasize the warmth and intimacy of the Beckham household, where playfulness and family bonds remain at the center of daily life. Harper's close relationship with her parents is particularly evident in her public acknowledgments and shared experiences. In 2024, she delivered a speech at the Harper's Bazaar Women of the Year Awards in London, where she awarded her mother, Victoria, the Entrepreneur of the Year accolade. Addressing a room of celebrities, business leaders, and media figures, Harper spoke with clarity and admiration, saying, "Victoria is someone I have always looked up to. She's built an incredible business from the ground up and has showed me the value of working hard, dreaming big, and setting my standards." The words reflected both genuine affection and a developing understanding of leadership, ambition, and creativity, hinting at Harper's emerging maturity and thoughtful perspective even at a young age. Victoria, in turn, responded to her daughter's remarks with heartfelt gratitude, acknowledging the profound role Harper plays in her own life. "You keep me grounded and inspire me every day. You teach me to see the world through fresh eyes. And as busy as I am, being a mom is the most important job to me. So thank you," she said while accepting the award. The exchange underscored a defining characteristic of Harper's upbringing, a reciprocal relationship of love, respect, and inspiration that reinforces family values while encouraging individual growth. Education, while largely private, appears to be an essential part of Harper's development, with her parents prioritizing environments that balance learning with creativity and personal growth. She is reportedly thriving academically, supported by a nurturing framework designed to give her confidence, curiosity, and a strong sense of self. Combined with her athletic and creative pursuits, Harper's education helps foster a well-rounded personality, preparing her to navigate the unique challenges that accompany the Beckham name in a world where both opportunity and scrutiny abound. Socially, Harper seems to be surrounded by close friends and supportive peers, a conscious effort by Victoria and David to ensure that she experiences childhood largely outside the glare of media attention. The absence of social media allows her to explore her interests, be it sports, music, or fashion, without the pressure of online judgment, giving her a safe space to develop her tastes, preferences, and identity organically. Harper's emerging talents and personality, combined with her parents' guidance, suggest a girl who is both self-assured and sensitive, capable of navigating the complexities of a celebrity family while retaining a grounded sense of self. Her interests in judo, soccer, and makeup showcase a blend of athleticism, creativity, and playfulness, while her ability to articulate admiration and respect for her mother at a public event signals maturity and confidence beyond her years. What do you think about David Beckham's 4 kids? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.